Okay, welcome back. It's a brand new episode. You just made funny cross eyes at me. I don't know why you did that. It was cute, though. It's the Made South podcast now. Did you know that?
I did. We talked about this.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep mentioning it, though.
Okay. You got to train people.
Yeah, that's right. So it used to be called Southerner, and it used to be kind of exclusively that I would sit down and talk with different people for each episode.
Mm-hmm.
So some of those past people have been like Manit Chauhan.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of my first guests.
Yeah. Sweet lady.
Sean Dietrich.
Mm-hmm.
Zeb Ross. Do you remember Zeb?
Yes.
The dancing
Zeb.
guy.
Yep.
DeLester. DeLester Miles. That's
DeLester.
exactly right.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah. The author. Your author friend.
Author friend. Harrison Scott Key. That's right.
Uh-huh.
I think he's going to be on maybe this fall. He's doing a book tour.
Fun.
He's got a new book coming out in like 10 days that I'm super excited about.
Good.
And I think he's going to do a little bit of a book tour. We've been texting. He may try to come to Franklin and do one.
Fun.
And so I think he and I may do a live podcast together and talk about his book.
Fun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Very fun.
But now it's not so much me sitting down with one other person. I'm still doing that. Like tomorrow I have my friend Joe Roddy's coming over. And he and I are going to talk. We have this ongoing debate about 80s country versus 90s country.
Okay.
So we're really going to hash that out tomorrow.
Oh, fun. Okay. Are you 90s country?
I'm 90s country.
And he's 80s.
He's arguing on behalf of 80s country.
Right.
And so we will see.
Are you all about 10 years apart in age? Was that kind of his
that's a
high
good
school
question.
era?
Yeah,
like 90s is yours?
That's a really, really good question.
Okay.
That's a great point that I'm going to bring up tomorrow night. Oh, you want to share?
No, I just don't want you to accidentally dump that glass on the ground.
So I'm doing stuff like that. I will say our friend Joe Levitt has arranged for a very special guest on Friday.
A very special
And I
guest.
teased it a little bit in an email today. And all I said was that this person has made a pretty significant name for themselves by being a really good duck hunter and having a very commanding beard. See what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Duck hunting and then commanding. So duck
and beard.
and commanding and beard.
Yeah.
So you put those things. Well, who could that be?
Who could that be?
So that'll be fun. So I'm still doing some of that. But a lot of these have just been you and I.
Yeah.
Which I've really enjoyed.
Am I interesting enough?
I think you're the most interesting person in the world. I really do.
Okay.
I'd rather sit and talk with you than anybody.
Really?
Except for maybe Jesus.
That's fair.
But, I love sitting and talking with you. And I think you're funny.
Well, thanks.
And I think you're very honest. And so I like getting your opinion on things.
Yeah.
And yesterday we shared the story about when Garth Brooks showed up at our house one day and spent the day. And that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny that I didn't tell you in advance what we were going to talk about.
Correct.
And so I wanted to do that again. And so here's what I've done. Are you familiar with Chat GPT?
No.
You don't know what that is?
I have no idea.
When I say
what that
Chat GPT,
is that all acronyms? I would assume
that's a
chat
great
means
question.
something as well as GPT. So
that is a great question.
What does all of that mean?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
So
but we're going to discuss it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what Chat GPT is.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you why I'm telling you that.
Okay.
Okay. So Chat GPT is something that I only learned about a couple of months ago. And I had people like Mason Felkins, Bill Hampton, several other people going, have you seen Chat GPT?
Okay.
And Chat GPT is artificial intelligence.
Oh, right.
Okay?
Yes, I recall you telling me about this.
So you go on, you log in, create an account.
Does it have its own website? It is its own
it does.
platform?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm on it right now at chat.openai.com.
Okay.
And so you go there, you create a free account, and you can ask Chat GPT anything. But it's not like Google. You can go to Google, right, and ask anything.
Okay.
But it's not like Google in the sense of, best sushi in Franklin or, whatever, best cocktails in Charleston. It's not like that. But you can ask, like I've got a history here of the things that I have asked Chat GPT. And so one of those, our friend Joe Levitt has talked about doing a bourbon and barbecue cruise. And so one time as he and I were talking about it, I asked Chat GPT, I said...
For a name.
Yes, I said, give me 10 potential names for a bourbon and barbecue cruise. And it, in 5 seconds, spits out number 1, number 2, number 3, all the way to 10. So bourbon and barbecue bliss, smoke on the water bourbon cruise, which is what I told Joe. I love smoke on the water. Sip and sizzle, whiskey and smoke, barbecue and bourbon bonanza, bourbon. So it gives you these, it comes up with names.
Okay.
Google doesn't do that. Google's not going to do that,
Okay. So it kind of creates things.
Well, here's the thing. One time I, let's see, what did I do? Oh, yeah. I asked it, write a country song in the style of Morgan Wallen. And it did. It wrote a country song called Country Boy Pride.
Right.
And it has, 3 verses and a chorus, and it has all these things. It's bizarre.
Weird. Kind of scary.
It a lot of people describe it as scary. Okay. And it does it very, very quickly. And so, I'm reading through because it keeps a history of the things that you've asked it to do over here. So, I grew up in a small town where everybody knows your name. The fields were wide and the sky was high and the dirt roads were never the same. It just came up with these words. And so it is a little bit weird. But here's what I did today, okay? I said, Chat GPT, would you, let's see, hold on. Oh, man. Today I lost it. Oh, man. Okay, here I got it. So here's what I did. I went to Chat GPT and I said, give me 10 of the most popular Southern sayings or phrases.
Ooh, that's fun.
And it, 10, 9, 8, all the way to 1. And it gives them to me, and it gives me what they mean.
Okay.
And so I thought it would be fun to go through these 10 to 1 and see, have you ever heard of these? What do you think they mean?
Okay.
What does Chat GPT think they mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 10, it came up with sweet as pie.
Sweet as pie. Yeah.
Have you ever said that?
Sweet as pie, sweet as sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
but
that's
I've
a thing.
Heard that. You've heard that,
Absolutely,
right?
I've heard that.
And what does that mean?
It means they're so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says
that
here,
person is so sweet.
Referring to someone who is exceptionally kind, friendly, or pleasant.
There you go.
That person is sweet as pie.
Sweet as pie. Yeah.
Number 9, down home.
Down home.
What does that mean to
Down home. Well, that's down home. That's an Alabama song, right?
Down home.
Yeah.
Where they know you by name and treat you like family.
Yeah. So down home is where you're from.
Well, but what is it describing?
Which is in the South.
Yeah, but if you say, oh man, that person's, down home.
Well, that also means they're like regular. Just regular folk. They're not pretentious. They're just good people.
Yep. So it says describing something or someone as being authentically Southern or having a warm, welcoming, and familiar quality.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you believe the internet came up with this?
Right. But you said, but it's not the internet.
It's really not. It's I don't
but
know
I
what
think
it
that
is.
I think Google could pull this up also.
Oh, I don't think you
if
could
you
go
were to
ask Google.
I think you could ask Google top Southern. Yeah, that's out
but
there.
it's going to pull up articles that talk about these things.
That
it's
people
not going to
have
give
done,
you,
right?
It's not going to say here.
But how do you know that this
10?
isn't pulling from the same thing?
Yeah,
and
I
just
don't
taking
know.
credit for
This
it.
feels different to me.
Well,
happier than a pig in mud. That's number 8.
Happier than a pig in mud. Well, that means real happy.
Right.
I can't say that I've heard that, but I get it.
Yeah. I grew up hearing happier than a pig in slop.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so happier than a pig in mud, pig in slop, expressing great joy or contentment. So that person's just like, you can picture a pig just kind of wallowing around, just like, oh, this feels great,
Yeah.
Number 7, like a cat on a hot tin roof.
Yes, that means it's hot, y'all. It's hot.
See, that's funny. That's not what Chat GPT says.
What does that say?
And that's not what I would think it means.
Okay.
I would think if you picture a cat on a hot tin roof, what are they doing?
Well, they're jumping off because it's so hot.
Right. Okay. But but I think of that as which Chat GPT confirms this. I align with Chat GPT on this. Used to describe someone who is highly anxious or restless. Like they're jumpy.
They're hotter than a cat on a tin roof.
No, not hotter.
What are they?
Like a cat on a hot tin
like
roof.
a cat on a tin roof.
They're jumpy.
It means they're jumpy. Okay.
They're skittish.
Okay.
They're like,
Okay.
That's what I think of.
All right.
Number 6, madder than a wet hen.
Yeah. Yeah. That means real mad.
Real mad.
Real mad.
Describing someone who is extremely angry or upset. They're just like,
Yeah.
And I guess hens get
Do
mad?
they get mad?
I don't know.
Do they go in when it rains because they can't tolerate wet?
I don't know.
Huh.
That's
We're
a
not
great question.
chicken people, but
I've heard
that's
it
a
all
good
my life.
question.
Well, he was madder than a wet hen.
Or isn't it madder than a wet hornet or something hornet? Madder than
a wet.
Isn't there a
no,
hornet
I haven't
one?
heard a wet. I've heard something about a hornet's nest.
I know.
Madder than a hornet? I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Hornets are pretty ugly. They're pretty nasty.
Yeah, I guess.
Number 5, I had not heard. I mean, obviously you're going to know this phrase because it's a very famous Southern movie, but I'd not heard it as something you say. Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the wind. She's gone with the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that means she's gone.
A phrase
She
meaning
gone?
something or someone has disappeared or is no longer present.
Right.
She gone.
She gone. Yeah.
Gone with the wind.
Yeah.
I'd never heard that as like a phrase though.
Yeah.
That one was a
Yeah,
little bit.
I agree.
Okay. This one might have this might be like PG.
Okay.
Ain't got a pot to piss in.
Oh, ain't got a pot to pee in. Is what I'd
Pee in. Oh,
yeah.
you would say pot
Yeah,
to pee in.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's probably what I heard growing up,
And what does that mean to you?
Well, that means like you don't have much. Not a lot to your name.
A phrase meaning someone is extremely poor or lacking basic resources.
Right, right.
They ain't got a pot to piss in.
That's
They ain't got
right.
a pot to pee in.
That's right.
Excuse me. All right, number 3, fixin' to.
Fixin' to, of course.
Now, it's funny. This is funny. This hasn't crossed my mind until just now.
Uh-huh.
But this is where, because we have a sticker business where we have a lot of Southern words and phrases as part of those stickers. And as I'm looking at this list, it didn't dawn on me tonight, but we have sweet as pie.
Yeah, I was going to ask,
Yep.
how many of these do we have stickers of?
We have Fixin' To.
Yeah, we do.
And Fixin' To is one of our more popular ones. And that's funny to me that this is number 3. And then I look at number 2 and number 1, and those are very popular for us as well.
Okay.
So that's kind of interesting to me. Yeah. Fixin' To, though, what does that mean
So
to you?
fixin' to means I'm about to. I'm about to do this.
Right.
But I'm fixin'
Used to indicate that someone is about to do something. For example, I'm fixing to go to the store. Yeah.
And I think I've heard that has been a confusing one to people who
I don't understand why
aren't
though.
from the South.
Yeah.
And they hear that and it kind of they sort of just hang on that. Like, what?
Fixing to.
Fixing to. Are you fixing something?
And
Are
it's
you
just so
to?
it's so weird to think about someone not
Yeah,
understanding
because
that
that makes all the sense in the world to us.
My brain can't understand any other way to hear that.
Right.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
fixing to go do that. You're fixing to go over there.
That's right.
That's crazy. I'm fixing to cook dinner,
Uh-huh.
Number 2, y'all.
Y'all.
Just the word y'all.
Yeah. That's multiple you.
Multiple you.
Yeah, it's
okay.
you plural.
Okay.
in the South.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it says a contraction. This is gonna feed your nerdy homeschool mom brain.
Uh-huh.
A contraction of you all,
That's right.
used to address a group of people.
That's right.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Right. Mm-hmm. Is that a real word though?
Yes.
Are you saying that because it's a real word to us, or is that a real word?
It's a real word.
You all, y'all.
Y'all. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a real word.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have, for whatever reason, I would have guessed no.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's been adopted and accepted.
Right.
Like, I think you can look it up,
Right. Yeah.
Like, I think I feel like I was spelling it wrong for a while until I found it somewhere,
Yeah.
because I thought it was YA''LL, but it's
Y'',
meaning the
ALL,
U,
right.
and then you bring over the all.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all come on.
And then that leaves us with number one. This is according to Chat GPT.
Oh, let me guess this one.
I said, give me 10. Now, I didn't say the most. I said 10 of the most popular Southern sayings or phrases.
Right.
And
But
so
if you re-asked that, do you think that list would change? I bet it's not. I bet it's pulling.
I don't know.
I'm going to say, I know what I think it is.
Okay.
I think the number one is bless your heart.
That is absolutely correct.
That is
correct.
Yeah.
And it's funny. That's our number one since day one.
Mm-hmm.
That is our number one best-selling Good Southerner sticker is Bless Your Heart.
Right.
It's never, ever been defeated.
Yeah.
We run quarterly sales reports. And every time I'm always a little bit interested, like, oh, did something overtake? I mean, because we got other popular, Mama Tried and Dadgummit, and there are, other ones that are close. Y'all is a very popular one.
Yeah.
Nothing has ever overtaken it.
That's so funny.
And this one, according to Chat GPT, bless your heart. Often now, what does that mean to you?
So, well, I know what it means to me, and it makes me mad that it means something else to other people. But to me, it's a form of like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. When I hear somebody's like, had a rough go of it,
my cat
like,
died.
oh, bless
my
your
uncle's
heart,
sick. Right.
or my friend's, kid is sick. Oh, bless her heart. Like, to me, it is always a genuine, oh man, I am so sorry to hear that. Bless her.
Yeah, that's not true though. I've heard you use it.
I don't. You use it the other way.
No.
You use it when you're driving. I don't use it.
I
do not use it crossly.
That is not true.
That is true.
That is not.
Tell me when.
I can't tell you a specific example, but we've been married for 22 years.
Yeah, but it's been, no.
Oh, no. But you and I will have private conversations about, whatever. We'll be talking about something, and I share with you, and you, oh, bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
You have said
like
it.
the girl who forgot half of her clothing. Like, oh, bless her heart.
There you go.
She forgot her pants today. You're right. Yeah.
So you haven't.
Sometimes
always,
I can probably
I would
snidely.
Say, 98% of the time you use it.
That's true.
I think you're using it that very sweet as pie way of saying bless your heart. Like, oh my goodness, bless your heart. Like you're really concerned and empathetic for that person.
Yeah.
But I think 2% of the time you're like, oh, bless their heart.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Which really kind of means like, oh my goodness,
Well,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, and according to Chat GPT, bless your heart means often used as a polite way of saying someone is well-meaning but perhaps a bit clueless or misguided. Which, to me, that's even a little too kind of a way. I think it can be used this way. A polite way of saying, okay, but think about that. Someone is well-meaning. They mean well, but they're perhaps a bit clueless or misguided.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I can see, let's say somebody does something really kind.
Yes.
It would have to be like one of our kids or something. I can't imagine actually saying that to another, but, and maybe it doesn't go quite well. They try to make a dinner that
it's exactly.
is a flop.
I was thinking
like,
bake a cake for someone.
But again, that's almost
cake.
like a,
Yeah.
That's still in the.
I could picture someone like, I wanted to bake you a cake, and but they're not good at baking cakes.
Right.
And the cake is not good at all.
Yeah.
And they bring it, and you take a bite out of it, and not to them.
Yeah.
But as an aside, you may say, "Oh, bless their heart." Like they were well-meaning. They came from a good place.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to bake cakes. It's obvious after tasting this cake, they do not know how to bake cakes. But I don't think that's how it's most often used. I think it's either going to be the way you said it, which is like you're coming from a genuine place. Oh my goodness, bless your heart. Can I do something to help?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times, especially in the South, you run into people who are like, they're using it as a demeaning thing. Not, I'm acknowledging that you were well-meaning, but oh my goodness, bless your heart, you tried to bake a cake. But like, well, bless her heart.
Right.
She ain't got no clothes on, or that person cut me. Well, bless their heart.
Yeah.
You're saying it kind of in a mean way.
Yeah, and I feel like we've seen that in like Southern culture television that kind of tries to go really, really hard into that.
The Heart of Dixies of the world.
that and steel magnolia, not steel magnolias, sweet magnolias.
Sweet
you know?
magnolias.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be going and talking
Super
about steel
cute
magnolias.
show, but like it's all the Southern isms in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I guess those places exist.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're from small town USA. We grew up, and it just wasn't that way.
Yeah,
You know, I don't recall those
snarky women saying, "Well, bless her heart."
Yeah,
You know, yeah.
But you know, certainly they exist.
But you do, that's a great point. The what's the character's name? Maddie, Sweet Magnolia's Maddie.
Okay,
you know, she's well, bless your heart. You
right?
know, like
yeah,
very kind of snarky
and kind of owning that.
Right.
Like other use of it.
Yeah,
You know, like so, like it's a nice way to cuss at somebody or something.
Yeah,
I don't
without
know.
actually cussing somebody out, like you're going to tell them what you think about them.
Yeah,
by saying.
like when you just really are shooting bullets at them.
Yeah.
Well, bless your heart.
And I've been guilty of it.
You
I
have.
especially in email.
I was just thinking in email. You have done it
There
when you have
have
fired
been-
people from being customers.
Right.
You have gone into
It's not been
passive
a lot, handful
aggressive
of times.
Southern gentleman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, bless your heart. You
Uh-huh.
know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not proud of that.
Yeah.
But I'm a man of many faults.
True.
One of which is occasionally using bless your heart in a
Super derogatory,
condescending way.
Condescending.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to
Yeah.
work
So
on
maybe that's why it's so popular. It's got so many
It's got
connotations.
so many uses.
You know?
Yeah. All right.
That's
Well, that was it.
interesting.
Yeah. That's according to Chat GPT, which
Mm-hmm.
is a sign of the end of the world. These are 10 of the most popular Southern sayings or phrases and what they mean. And so I was glad that you were able to give me your take on those.
Yeah, that was a fun little chat we had there.
Yeah, it was.
Did you see what I did?
Wow. You are so punny. All right.
Bless your heart. That
It
was
just
cute.
keeps going. It keeps going. All right. That's the end of this episode.
All right.
I would say if anybody out there is listening to this hot mess of an episode and you like it, then I think you should hit that subscribe button.
Mm-hmm.
You should leave us a 5-star rating and you should leave us a positive review. Those are ways that you can kind of help us spread the word.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then this is officially day 15.
Oh,
So I thought
we're just now
yesterday
at
was 15. Yesterday was
Okay.
14. Today's 15.
You got a ways to go, bro.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
I am. It's a fun little burst of creativity each day that you get bogged down in emails or doing sales reports or whatever, and you can go, okay, well, let's take a break.
That's
and
true.
do
That
this,
makes sense
you know?
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is a
but you
fun
got
little creative outlet.
85 more
Yep.
topics.
Yep.
Okay.
But that's okay. But I got some guests lined up.
Okay.
Right now, Blake Gore is going to come in August.
Well, fun.
Khalil Arnold, Jay Cleveland. You don't know Jay, but Jay runs Tennessee Peanut Company. Jay's going to come. We have the guy who's famous for being a really good duck hunter and having a commanding beard. We're going to have him. That's kind of be a fun episode with he, Joe, and I together.
Oh.
So that'll be like a three person conversation.
Okay.
And we're working on some other things that'll be fun. You
Yeah.
know. But yeah, it'd be great.
Okay.
So
Well,
I appreciate you doing
here to
this.
help.
Yes,
Anytime
I know.
I can.
And I love doing these with you, and I appreciate your time. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I love you.
All right. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.